guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing my setup for my March budget. Before I get started, I just wanted to take the time to say thank you to you all if you are a returning subscriber. Thank you for all your support, seriously. And if you're a new viewer, I hope you enjoy this video and thanks for stopping by. So I'm going to go ahead. I've already, as you can see, I've already got my setup in place. So these are the sticker sheets that I'll be using. I'll be using the crystal one with the rose gold header. This is the sheet I'm going to use for my expense tracker because it turns out that was really effective for me in February. So I wanted to, you know, make that a part of my budget from here on out. I also have my usual stickers. I actually made some new stickers. I did have a viewer request to show how I actually make my stickers, and that is coming, but I can't seem to find like a good screen recorder that doesn't freeze my entire computer, so just stay tuned because that video is coming. But I do have my budget and expenses and my income and all of that. I have my usual no spend stickers, and then these are the new stickers that I decided to make. These are the stickers that I'll be using for events. These are the stickers I'll be using to track Happy Mail, and I have a change jar that sometimes I like to go in and count. So whenever I do that, I'll just use these stickers. These are the ones that I created for my bills, and these are for the income. And this is for my savings tracker in the section where I normally do my savings wall. I actually made little piggies that I wanted to try and do for this month to make it, you know, for no particular reason other than to just make it a little more fun. And then this is the sticker sheet that I used last month, but I kind of like the shades for this month as well. So, you know, I'm just going to reuse those. And with that, I'm just going to go ahead and hop right into my monthly for March. So for use, I'm going to be putting down my paydays. March is a good month because it's actually a 3 paycheck month for me. So we'll be getting paid on the 2nd. On the 16th, and lastly on the 30th. I really want this budget for March to be as effective as possible because I want to save as much as I can, because if I can manage to save everything that I'm trying to save from these 3 paychecks, then the good news will be that starting April, I'll have officially saved up enough for my 1 month ahead fund, and then I can just start budgeting everything on a monthly basis and stop doing everything from like paycheck to paycheck, which I'm kind of tired of. Reaching my 1 month fund was my goal before anything else. I know a lot of people advise to do like the $1,000 in emergencies and all that stuff. You know, I understand the importance of it, but I guess for me it just would have made more sense if I could have saved up enough for expenses and then, you know, it'll be easier to save for the $1,000 for emergencies, because, you know, if you ask me, everything seems like an emergency. So with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and put down all my bill stickers. that is pretty much all I'm gonna do to set it for my monthly. And alright, so we'll go ahead and get into my budget sheet. And this month, if you watch my February budget video, then you'll know that I was contemplating getting a dog by the end of February or early March. I actually decided against that. I just decided that it wasn't right timing for me. I just had too much other stuff building up around March, and with the expenses that come with getting a dog, especially like the initial cost of vet bills and getting all the supplies, the food, the toys, and you know, having to take all the time off from work to bond with the dog and try to train them and everything. I just decided I didn't have the time for it. You know, it's not to say that maybe I won't get a dog eventually, but for me, the timing wasn't right for me. It just felt like it would have been rushed. So there will be no new puppy vlogs. Not on this channel, at least not for some time. I'll just write in my expenses here. I'll total it up and put it in this space right here, and then I'll just subtract this total from my paycheck for that week and put it in this box, which will be the balance for the budget. I think for this month I'm gonna start adding in a miscellaneous category. I'm not expecting a ton of huge expenses, but I just want to go ahead and budget for it anyway. Plan for this month, because you'll notice that I didn't incorporate my third paycheck. If it doesn't go according to plan, then I'm just going to use that paycheck for the following month, so you'll see it in April. But my plan is to go ahead and use my first 2 checks to, you know, pay all my bills and whatever other expenses that I have come up in March. And then if all goes accordingly, I'll save the bulk of my paycheck from the second one, and then pretty much all of it from my next paycheck. So that in turn would just give me at least 1 month to pay all my bills and a little leeway for expenses. It might be tight depending on how I spend. You know, what I save in March, it might be tight, it might not be, but overall I should be able to cover my very basic necessities in April. So that is my plan for this month. So my budget for this week, or this upcoming first week in March, is probably going to be way different than my budget in the second week, which is why I always do it a week at a time. So I'll just go ahead and write in my due dates. So that is how my budget for March is looking so far. In February, I was still eating out a lot. Confession time, I was still eating out a lot. The good news is, had I actually budgeted for eating out, my usual amount for eating out, I actually would have came in under budget. But the bad news is, I never budgeted for eating out. So, you know, I was way over where I shouldn't have been. So, can't do it, can't quit eating out cold turkey. I have to do it gradually. And as you'll see in my budget, like in my actual budget, I didn't budget for it again. but I decided to just incorporate it with my personal, because I had a personal like budgeted for February, but most of that went to eating out anyway, so technically I did kind of still come in under budget, but you know, it was just it was still terrible because I was trying to stop it altogether. But I just like food, you guys. I just like food. I'm still going to use that category this month because it really did open my eyes to see that, wow, I eat out a lot. I eat out a lot, you guys. I'm also going to do my miscellaneous box here, but I'm gonna do it a little bit differently than I did it in February, since I'm pretty aware of the, you know, possible expenses and purchases that I'll be making this month in March. I'll just use this section to write down what, you know, what I need to get so that I don't forget. And maybe I'll just do like one column and then I don't know, but this is going to be my miscellaneous box. Box for here lately, or at least what I used it for in February, was to track my online saving accounts, like to track their balances, and I actually really did like that, so I'm going to keep using that this month. I guess I'm pretty much going to keep things the same here. I'm just changing up the way I'm using each section. And I guess I didn't explain to you guys what I meant by doing the savings tracker. I didn't really so I guess I didn't really explain to you guys what I meant by using the savings tracker. I would show you what or maybe I can. This is from February. I just covered up everything, but if you'll see here, you'll notice that I use it as like a savings wall. And I just highlight how much I save throughout the month, what I'm able to put into my savings account. And you know, the ending goal is to be able to fill up the whole entire brick wall. This month I wanted to do it kind of differently, and I'll demonstrate. I usually have at least like a set amount to try to save, at least between $300 to $400. So this is actually clip art that I purchased from an Etsy shop from DigitalArtsi. Like all the little clip art that you see on these stickers, I literally just went and bought some clip art and made stickers out of it. So this, what I want to do, because here lately I just save the bulk of my second paycheck. So usually all my savings will come out of the second half of the week, so, which means that I can save more, you know, within one paycheck. So on those days I'll just use like little piggy stickers. You know what, that's what I'm gonna save for. That's what I want to get you guys. I want to get me one of those sticker cutting machines because I am tired of this. But I was just going to do like that. Like maybe one day this week I saved like, let's say I saved $150. I might have to reprint these stickers because this, yep. You know, maybe one one day I save like 150 and then I do like 25 and then I just kind of make it like a scrapbook kind of thing. I'll probably end up reprinting these stickers, so because I guess I didn't cut them deep enough, so they're like sticking to the paper. See, if you guys have a Cricut machine, this life is just so much easier. But yeah, and then next month is still pretty much used the same way. Eating out will still be to record expenses. Miscellaneous is just going to be reminders of what I need to purchase or need to buy or spend money on this month. And other is just to like track my savings accounts and all that. So far, that is what this is looking like. Oh, I actually forgot to... I wanted to use this to track my actual savings from the 2 weeks. So that's where I'll track my actual savings for the whole entire month. Okay, and this will lead us to our final section. I actually like the way I used it last February, so I'm just going to go about and keep it the same way for the most part, I believe. that's kind of it. That's my top 3 section. My this month, please ignore that I messed it up. My sinking funds tracker. And here we have all my bills, and as I get happy mail or have events come up, I'll input them. You have my different sections where I'm going to do my savings next month, my eating out, expenses, and my miscellaneous purchase that I need to make, and tracking my online savings account, and then my budget page. So that is kind of how that is this month. I know it's a little bit, it seems more simplistic, maybe because I wasn't doing a lot of drawing. Kind of how my expense tracker was turning out for February. It's really effective for me because it really gives me a chance to see like where my money is going. And as you can see, the categories are mainly like eating out, eating out, eating out, eating out, eating out, eating out. I'm terrible. So I wanted to go ahead and do that for this week, and I'll be using this sticker sheet to do that, and let's get right into it. So that is what the final tracker will look like for March, and I'll just, you know, update it accordingly. Hopefully, maybe I should make this a goal to only have enough expenses that take up the whole page, because the one for February, it leaked onto the back side. So we'll see about that. I did want to go back and decorate this a little bit more because it looks kind of bland. But yeah, that is going to be my budget for March. Like I said, I'm really hoping to, I mean, I'll save enough regardless with the extra paycheck. So when April comes around, I'll have a whole different new setup, hopefully. That's the plan. That's the plan, to be able to start budgeting every month, just once a month. That's definitely going to be my top 3, to be able to save enough to complete my 1 month fund so that I can start budgeting completely different in April. So should I be able to do that, I will no longer be doing this setup. I won't need to. I won't have to do from check to check. that's gonna be fun. So stay tuned for that. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found any of this helpful. If you like this video and want to see more of these videos, please give this a thumbs up. And with that being said, you guys have a great day. Bye bye.